James. Okay, when I say contract, you say?
Justice!
Contract!
Justice!
Contract!
Justice!
Contract!
Justice!
Contract!
Justice!
I don't think the chancellor can hear you. Contract!
Justice!
Contract!
Justice!
So, I want to talk for a minute about the precarious time we are in. We are talking about precarious workers, but I want to spend a second or a minute talking about the precarious time. So number one, we have members who are injured at CCNY this week. We are praying for them to recover, and equally important, we are defending the right of our students to protest.
Yes.
Look what we're doing right now. We are peacefully protesting.
That's right. That's right.
Whether CUNY agrees with us or not, we want to get them to agree with us, but we are peacefully protesting. And our students have a right to peacefully protest. In fact, that is what we ask them to do. We ask them as educators to learn, to critically think, to understand nuance, to make the world better.
Right.
And whether we agree with everything that's going on every campus, we must agree with the First Amendment right to free expression wherever and whenever. So, obviously, it's a precarious time. And obviously, I say that as someone who has spent years and decades fighting hate, fighting anti-Arab hate, and fighting anti-Semitism. We can do both at the same time.
Right.
And speaking about doing both at the same time, so can CUNY.
Yes.
This union, PSC, did something incredible in 2017. There was a huge fight. Rutgers, PSC, so many other places to try to say that our adjuncts, the people who actually teach so many of the courses, they deserve fair pay.
Yes.
They deserve health care.
Yes.
They deserve job security.
Yes.
Most of the teaching in the United States of America in higher ed now are done by precarious labor.
Right. That's right.
You want to know who needs a union? It's higher ed.
Yes.
And we represent 7 out of 10 of the unionized workforce in higher ed. We have seen that precarity. We have seen what it does to a family. How does someone go from campus to campus to campus, or from college to college to college, cobbling together 4 or 5 teaching jobs just to get health care, just to get a decent wage? And so this union, I got coffee stains all over my paper, so I can't even read them anymore. This union went to bat. Thank you. See, a teacher. This union went to bat for the adjuncts and got a decent wage.
Right.
And did something else that was really important, which is why I was supposed to be in Washington this morning, and I canceled that to be here. This union got a process, a pilot and a process by which to create job security that said, if you've done a good job, if you're doing the right thing, if you're teaching our kids, if you're teaching them critical thinking and nuance and helping them be ready for the future, then you got a pathway to job security. Then you got a pathway and assurance to having a job the next semester and the next semester. And bullshit is not going to stop you from that pathway. Somebody looking at you the wrong way is not going to stop you from that pathway. That's what job security means. It's not a job for life. It's an assurance if you've done a good job, you have an assurance that you have a job the next semester. This was a model all across the country. This is a model all across the country. In this negotiations, what CUNY should be saying is how do we go from a pilot to the norm? That's what they should be saying. But instead, and this is CUNY, what are you doing, Chancellor? Instead, they are taking something that works, something that is a good pipeline, something that is a model across the country, and they're saying they want to eliminate it. What do we say to them when they say they want to eliminate it? Good. No, shame, and fight back. Let's say no, shame, and fight back. No, shame, and fight back. Exactly. So